Imagine your brain is a security team protecting a building. A normal guard sees a suspicious bag and says, "Let's check it." But a highly intelligent security team starts imagining everything. What if it is dangerous? What if we handle it incorrectly? What if everyone realizes we have no idea what we are doing? And while the team holds its 17th emergency meeting, the bag is still sitting there. That is what procrastination can feel like inside a smart brain. Sometimes procrastination is not caused by laziness. It is caused by being clever enough to imagine everything that could go wrong. Because your unfinished project may not be a time management problem. It may be your brain trying to protect you. The smart person's trap. Smart people are often excellent at seeing possibilities. They notice complications, predict problems, and compare different strategies. That ability is useful when solving difficult problems, but it becomes dangerous when used before taking the first step. Imagine two people preparing a presentation. One thinks, "I need 10 slides. I'll start with the introduction." The other thinks, "What is the perfect structure? What if my argument is too simple? What if someone asks a question I cannot answer? What will this presentation say about my intelligence?" One person is making slides. The other is mentally defending a PhD thesis. Intelligence gives you more mental escape routes. You can turn hesitation into research, fear into preparation, and avoidance into strategy. You organize files, compare apps, and make a detailed plan for the plan. You stay busy without getting dangerously close to finishing anything. Today, we will uncover 4 surprising reasons smart people procrastinate. Reason 1, perfectionism. Perfectionists do not always love excellent work. Often, they fear imperfect work. If your goal is to make something good, you can begin badly and improve it. But if your goal is to avoid producing anything bad, the safest option is not to begin. Smart people can imagine the ideal result very clearly. The perfect essay, the perfect video, the perfect business. Then they compare that polished imaginary result with their messy first attempt. Of course, the first attempt looks disappointing. You are comparing a newborn baby to a fully grown adult. So you wait for more energy, a better plan, or the correct mood. But perfectionism keeps moving the starting line. The task matters. Because it matters, you want to do it well. Because you want to do it well, starting feels dangerous, so you avoid it. And the longer you avoid it, the more stressful it becomes. You may not have a motivation problem. You may have made the task too emotionally expensive to begin. Reason 2, abstract thinking. Smart people are often comfortable thinking in big concepts. Improve my career, build my brand, get healthy, fix my life. These sound meaningful, but they are not actions. They are clouds. You cannot grab a cloud. Your brain needs something physical and specific. Not write an excellent presentation, but open the slides and create one rough title page. Imagine telling a construction worker, "Please create a meaningful and structurally excellent living environment." He would probably ask, "Do you want the first brick?" Your brain also needs the first brick. But intelligent people often stare at the entire building. The project feels too large while the first step feels too small to matter, so they remain trapped in the middle. They understand the map. They just never put their shoes on. Reason 3, identity protection. This is where procrastination becomes uncomfortable. Sometimes you delay because you do not want the result to reveal something about you. Suppose you believe you are naturally intelligent. As long as you do not fully try, your identity remains protected. If the result is bad, you can say, "I started too late. I was not focused. I could have done much better with more time." Procrastination gives your self-esteem an emergency exit. You never have to discover what would happen if you gave your best effort and still failed. That is why talented students delay studying. Creative people avoid publishing. Ambitious people stay in the planning stage. An unfinished project still has unlimited potential. The unwritten book could be brilliant. The unlaunched channel could be successful. The unsent application has not been rejected. Potential feels safe. Reality has numbers, comments, grades, and silence. But there is a cost. Every time you protect your identity by avoiding action, you weaken your trust in yourself. Eventually, protection mechanism begins damaging the identity it was designed to defend. Reason 4, emotional avoidance. This is the deepest reason. You are usually not avoiding the task itself. You are avoiding the emotion attached to it. Boredom, confusion, self-doubt, embarrassment, uncertainty. Opening a document is easy. Facing the possibility that you have no good ideas is hard. Checking your bank balance is easy. Feeling regret is hard. Submitting your work takes seconds. Allowing people to judge it feels dangerous. So your brain says, let's do something easier first. Let's watch one video. Let's check messages. Let's wait until we feel more confident. For a moment, the discomfort disappears. Your brain learns, avoiding the task makes me feel better. That is the real habit. You are not addicted to procrastination. You are addicted to the emotional relief it provides. But the relief is temporary. The task remains. The deadline gets closer, and guilt gets added to the original discomfort. That is why telling yourself to just be disciplined often fails. You are using a productivity solution for an emotional problem. Why intelligence can make it worse. Intelligence does not automatically cause procrastination, but it can make procrastination more sophisticated. A strong imagination creates more worst-case scenarios. High standards make imperfect action feel unacceptable. Abstract thinking makes tasks vague, and verbal intelligence creates convincing excuses. The smarter the brain, the better the lawyer. I am not procrastinating. I am waiting for clarity. I am not afraid. I am being strategic. I am not avoiding the project. I am researching. Sometimes that is true. But ask yourself, is this preparation making the next action easier, or is it helping me avoid the feeling that appears when I act? The lazy fix. The solution is not to become less intelligent. It is to make the task smaller than the emotion. 1. Replace the goal with a physical action. Do not write. Work on presentation. Write. Open the slides and create one ugly title page. Do not write. Start a YouTube channel. Write. List 3 possible video titles. Specific actions give your brain less room to create drama. 2. Lower the standard. Your first attempt does not need to prove your talent. It only needs to give you something to improve. A bad paragraph can be edited. A blank page cannot. Tell yourself, this version is allowed to be embarrassing. 3. Name the emotion. Do not ask, why am I so lazy? Ask, what feeling am I avoiding? Confusion, judgment, the possibility of being average? Naming the emotion makes it less mysterious. 4. Create evidence, not confidence. Do not wait to feel confident. Write for 5 minutes. Send one email, record one rough take. Every small action becomes evidence. I am someone who starts before feeling ready. Final message. Smart procrastination is dangerous because it rarely looks like procrastination. It looks like planning, researching, improving, waiting for the right moment. But sometimes the intelligent thing is not to think more. It is to make the problem stupidly simple. Open the file. Write the bad sentence. Create the imperfect version. Brain may be brilliant at imagining everything that could go wrong, but it often forgets something important. You are also intelligent enough to handle problems when they actually appear. So stop using your intelligence only as a defense mechanism. Use it to solve problems after you begin, not to invent every possible problem before you move. Because sometimes procrastination is not caused by laziness. It is caused by being clever enough to imagine everything that could go wrong and forgetting that you are clever enough to deal with it. What does your procrastination usually look like? Research, planning, perfectionism, or waiting for the right mood? Tell me in the comments and subscribe to Lazy Learning for more psychology-related videos without the boring parts.